Hi guys, welcome back to ASP.NET MVC tutorial. I am Ashish. So this is part 43 of this video series. Before proceeding, please watch part 42 in order to implement autocomplete text box with data from server side. Okay, so now in this tutorial I'm going to discuss about how to implement an email sending functionality in ASP.NET MVC. Okay, so before starting, do subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed, and don't forget to press the bell icon if you want to get the notification when new video is uploaded. Okay, so let's get started. So here in the previous tutorial I have created this example to implement autocomplete text box with data from server side. Okay, so let's have the view of it. So here when I type, let's say A, so it will give me some suggestion and the data is coming from server. Okay, so let's fulfill our today's objective. So in the first step I'll just create a button on which when you click on that button the email will be sent. Okay, so let's create button here. So let's create an anchor and class btn and btn, let's say danger, and then send email, or here you can write click to send an email. Okay, and then right on click method send email. Okay, so just create this function here in the script. Let's give peer. Okay, so where this method should be equal to function, and inside that I'll just call Ajax. Okay, so I'm just copying this Ajax method in order to save my time. So just copy that and paste here, and type should be post, and then test is controller and define a method. Let's say send mail to user. Okay, so this method I'll just create into the controller, and I don't need any data to be sent. And then on success method let's delete everything, control KD, and here the response should be either true or false. Okay, so let's select success. For the time being I'm just writing it as success. Okay, so let's create this method into controller. So go to controller and just stop that. Okay, so just close this method, and here write a method public JSON result this method, and see this method will return JSON. Okay, and let's say result, I'll just result either bool or true or false. Sorry, result comma JSON request behavior dot allow get, and it's done. Let's define result. So bool result equal to false. Okay, and here instead of capital R use this, and just write result should be equal to send email. Okay, and this method I'll just create, which will return either true or false. Okay, so public bool, it will return bool, and then this method. Okay, so this method will have the parameter as a string, let's say to email. Then we will be needing a subject, so a string subject CT, then comma string body, so let's say email body. Okay, so these three parameters would be required. So let's pass here string comma string comma string. Okay, and this method will return true or false. If the email is sent, then definitely it will return true. So first of all, use try catch. So this block will handle catch. Here you can see, and write exception ex, and if we find any exception, then we need to return false. Okay, and if we don't find any exception, then we return true. Okay, now let's write. So I just need the sender email and ID. Okay, so string, let's say sender email. Okay, so equal to, so you can give the sender email, then string sender password. Okay, sorry, sender password. So here you can specify the sender email and sender password, so it should be configurable. Okay, in future if you want to change the sender email ID or password, then it should be configurable, so it will be helpful for you. So use system dot configuration dot configuration manager. Okay, dot app setting. Okay, and inside that you can pass the name of the key. Okay, so I'm just using the, let's say, sender email, and then I'm just copying that and here paste it. Okay, so here I'll just use sender password. Okay, so just open your web.config file, and here you can see I already have created two email. See, two keys, that is SMTP user email and SMTP password. So this is basically sender email or sender password. So make it simple. You can generate you can create a new key, that is sender email and then sender password. Okay, so here you can specify your email, so technotipstutorial@gmail.com, and I'll just specify password here. Okay, so make sure it should be present in app setting. So here I can access this app setting with the key name. Okay, so I'll just receive the value here, whatever value I have just given here. So I'll just receive it here in this string. Okay, now just create SMTP client. Okay, so SMTP client, let's say client, just right click on this and click on resolve and using system.net.mail. Okay, so it should be equal to new SMTP client, and here you can see it requires the parameter string host, and the third overload method is string host comma int port. Okay, so in the place of host you can use smtp.gmail.com. okay, and then in the port you can use 587. okay, and now you just need to enable SSL security to encrypt your mail. Okay, so enable SSL should be equal to true. So here when you hover on it, then you can see the definition what it does actually. So specify whether the system.mail.smtp uses secure socket layer to encrypt the connection. Okay, so it will just encrypt your connection. Now client, you just need to use you just need to set the time. So timeout should be equal to 100 millisecond, 1 2 3. okay, and then client dot, so what would be the delivery method? So you just need to specify this delivery method should be equal to SMTP, because we are going to use this SMTP delivery method dot network. Okay, so here you can see the email is sent through the email to an SMTP server. Okay, and then you just need to specify the default delivery method. So here use default credential should be equal to false, because we are going to pass our own default user ID and default credential. So client dot, okay, so credentials we are going to set here. So new network credential, so network, let's say credential. Okay, and right click on this and resolve it, so it will use system.net. okay, and then dot, no, it will require parameter. So here you can see it has 5 overload method, so username and password. Okay, so I have username this sender email. Okay, and then sender password. Let's copy that, paste. Okay, so the next step is to use client dot send. Okay, so you will see that this requires this parameter, this has 2 overload method, mail message. Okay, you can pass this class, okay, or else you can directly pass the string from email, then what is the recipient and what is the subject and what is the body. Okay, so I'll just create, instead of passing directly, I'll just use mail message class, sorry, mail message class, let's say mail message should be equal to new mail message, and it will require, see, you can pass address from and to, see, again from to, then subject, then body. Okay, so from email should be equal to sender email, and then comma to email, that is receiver email, and then subject. So here is my subject and here is my body, so email body. So I'm taking 3 parameter from this parameter. Okay, and this sender email I have just got from the configuration here. Okay, so now the next thing is that you just need to use this, whether if the email body consists see the HTML tag, then you have to enable see HTML is body HTML should be equal to true. Okay, so you can your email body must have say HTML tag, so you just need to enable this one. Okay, now next thing is that mail message dot, you just need to use encoding. Okay, so encoding, body encoding should be equal to let's say UTF encoding. Okay, so just right click on this, there is no method, or UTF-8, right click on this and resolve it. So it will use system.text. Okay, so UTF encoding dot use this UTF-8 and then okay, now pass this mail message to this send. Okay, now when this method will be called, then it will either raise the exception or it will not. So if we find any exception, then we will return false or we will return true if the message will be successfully delivered. Okay, now come to this method. So here I have just called this method, so string to email. So I'm just copying this email, see to email, I'm just sending myself, see technotips tutorial. Here, okay, so I'm just sending email to myself. Okay, so now the subject is techno tips email sending test. Okay, and now the body. So here you can create, just go to your HTML and here you can create body for you. So body, let's say paragraph, and then hi techno tips, or let's say hi Ashish, I'm the user, and then use PR and then write something. This email is testing purpose. Sorry. Okay, so don't be upset. Okay, so this is my message, and also you can use this PR and then regards. Techno tips. Okay, so this is the message, and I'll just keep it here and here. It should be in a single line. You should make it as a string. So just copy this, okay, and use this line and cut it, and here you can paste it, okay. So control delete and save it, okay. So my send mail to user method will call this send method, okay, and I'll just receive the two email as technotips tutorial, and then the subject, and then email body, okay. Now so let's check whether we are getting email into this or not, okay. So in this case, might be reason you will get exception, okay. So this is to check this functionality. So here you go, and first of all let's put a breakpoint here and then check, click on that. So here I have just received my two email, then subject, and then email body, function F10, okay. So here you can see email ID and then password, okay. So I just need to write my actual password, okay. So this is hidden right now, this is asterisk. I will just change, and then function F10. First here you just need to put breakpoint, then enable, we have it just enable, then timeout, and then the network delivery method, and then we set the credentials, okay. So here you go, and send email, okay. So right now the email will not be sent because I have not provided my actual password here. So here you will get the exception. So SMTP requires secure connection or client was not authenticated, okay. So just stop it, okay. So I'll just keep my password secret, so I'm just skipping that, okay. So now I have set my password secretly, and I'm just running this. So here you go. Now when I click on this, I'll just get here, just put a breakpoint here and just continue this. So we are good here. So I just got technotips, and then I have set everything, and now it's time to send email. So before that, I just would like to show my email. So here you can see there is nothing, and here I just click on continue, okay. So email is sending right now. So also see there is a success message. I don't know whether the email was delivered or not. So here you can see this is 1 o'clock, and here I just got that mail. So here you can see here, hi Ashish, the email is just for testing purpose, so don't be upset and regard technotips. So here you can see the subject also, technotips email sending test, okay. Now I hope this emails sending functionality is working. So in future if you get any error, so you can put a breakpoint here in the exception. You will get the exact result, that what was happened in, what was the reason of email failure. Okay, so I think this was good, and hope you like this video. And here, instead of alert message, I'll just check, because I'm returning true or false, so I'll just check if data equal to true, then alert success, else alert fail. Control KD. Okay, so hopefully you got every point, and if you want to send a multiple email, then you can put your email as comma separated, and one by one you can also pass your email into array, and you can pass here. Okay, so that's all for today, and if you like this video, then give us a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching. And I would like to request you to share this video and to help your friends, and let them get benefited. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.